In Center for Biological Diversity versus National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, we'll see whether agencies must analyze the impact of greenhouse gases on global climate change in environmental assessments. In 2003, the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, or NHTSA, a federal agency, published a notice of proposed rulemaking to create new Corporate Average Fuel Economy, or CAFE standards, for certain models of light trucks and minivans. During the rulemaking process, environmental groups and scientists raised concerns about the impact the new CAFE standards could have on climate change. Before publishing its final rule, the NHTSA completed an environmental assessment as required by the National Environmental Policy Act, or NEPA. The agency's environmental assessment addressed the impact of carbon dioxide emissions, the predominant greenhouse gas that vehicles emit. NHTSA used a traditional cost-benefit analysis in its environmental assessment. However, the agency didn't look at the incremental impact of the emissions on climate change, analyze the impact of the emissions outside the context of the CAFE standards, or propose alternatives. Based on its findings, the agency issued a finding of no significant impact and didn't prepare an environmental impact statement. The NHTSA issued its final rule in 2006. The Center for Biological Diversity, other public interest organizations, 11 states, New York City, and Washington, D.C., filed petitions for review of the NHTSA's final rule. The Center for Biological Diversity and the other plaintiffs argued that the agency violated the Energy Policy and Conservation Act and NEPA. The plaintiffs argued that the agency's environmental assessment was inadequate because the agency didn't take a hard look at the potential greenhouse gas implications of its rule, look at reasonable alternatives, or analyze the cumulative impact of the rule. The NHTSA argued that the Energy Policy and Conservation Act limited the content of its environmental assessment to a cost-benefit analysis.